So, you're telling me they were trespassing? Interesting. Where did you catch them? Shouldn't there be guards stationed there? What happened, and why did it take you so long to capture them? I don't care. That reason is the most ridiculous I've ever heard. I should slice your head clean off, but you're needed elsewhere. Where are they? Lead me to them. Were they able to find any of the blueprints for the weapons? I suppose that's good. Now, which cell are they in? There you are. They don't look too terrifying. I suppose it makes me wonder if they were really here due to the blueprints or maybe something else. State your name and village that you come from. Interesting. After all, we are on mutual terms with that village, so you'll tell me everything you know. Do you understand? At least you know how to obey. Then let's go. Bring them upstairs into my throne room. There we can have a better conversation. This room's making me stuffy. Thank you. They didn't look like they had any malicious intent. If anything, the poor thing looked absolutely terrified of even being here, and out of all places they could sneak into. They were outside of the rose garden. Strange. Now, you will tell me why you were here yesterday evening. If you do, I'll make your punishment much less severe. Bring them closer. I can't hear them. They suddenly have gone all quiet. Their face is red as a tomato. Whatever it is, their punishment will either be death or something along that lines. It must have been the worst thing someone can imagine. Now, repeat what you just said. I couldn't hear you, and make sure that you speak nice and slow. And don't start crying. That's the last thing I can deal with. And you're already crying. Do you not understand what I just said? I told you to... Oh, now I understand. I wish to be alone with our little trespasser. So, you were looking for flowers. Why would you be looking for something like that? Oh, medicinal properties. Who is it that's ill? Go on. You don't need to be so upset now. Come here. Let me wipe those tears from your eyes. There. Now will you tell me who's ill? I see. All right. I'll bring them here at once so that I can have my people look at your sister with a better eye. Because I'm not as cold as many people make me out to be. Now come along, to my quarters, where we can't be interrupted. Here you are. All that you have to do is drink this for 1 week. If you remain ill, you may return. You don't need to thank me, though I am a bit curious as to why you couldn't go to the town doctor instead of sneaking into my garden. What do you mean by this? Demons took control of your village? Since when? This is the first time I have ever heard of this. Very odd indeed. And they belong to me, you say? Understood. I'd like to apologize for the inconvenience it may have caused you. I will call them back at once and deal with them accordingly. If you so desire, you may stay the night here. I do not wish for you to go back to the village with the state that it's in. Of course, I'll have my maids prepare warm meals, along with a few other things as well. But I do wish to talk to my little intruder privately, so if you'll excuse us. Now, what else were you planning on doing that night my guards found you? Do not lie to me. Your nose scrunches up, and you play with your fingers when you lie. So why don't you be a darling and tell me who sent you? I see. So you aren't going to speak. Very well. After I've shown you all this kindness, I assure you, you can tell me every little thing that I desire. Do you care to know why? Because your sister is in the room dying, and without my help, she might as well die where she lay. But of course, if you open up your mouth and tell me everything I need to know, I won't have to stop caring for her. Glad to see that we understand each other. Now, tell me why. I knew you were here for the blueprints. That much I had already discovered for myself. But the real question is, why would you need to do such a thing? What were you going to do with them? Selling them for coin, you say? Part of me believes you. The other part thinks you're lying through your teeth. Just be warned, if I catch you lying once more, I will deal with you accordingly as well. Do I make myself clear? Perfect. Now, you may return to your sister while I deal with a few things. Do not leave this place. There are still many questions that need to be answered. I need to figure out what I'm going to do regarding this. Gather up some of my soldiers and go to the villages. I need you to bring me back the men that the trespasser was talking about. At least I have one thing squared away. Now, on to the others. Interesting. Why would they decide to send this now? Yes, who is it? Come in. If it's the blueprints that you desire, I'm afraid you're searching in the wrong room. Your sister's sleeping. That's good to hear. I was afraid the poor girl wouldn't have been able to make it back alive. Surely you remember what I had told you earlier. Good. I was afraid that I might have to repeat myself, and I hate doing such things. So, what is it that you needed from me now? Oh, please, darling. How entertaining. If you desired company, you could have waited for your sister to wake up. Do you know what you remind me of? You are a viper slithering in the tall grass, and you expect me to be the prey that is going about grazing. You're waiting for the perfect moment to strike, but I must tell you something. It is not I that is the prey. It is you. You are in my domain, my territory. You should know better than to try and get any information about my blueprints. If that's all you desire to know, then you may leave. I do not wish to see you now. My, don't you have a mouth on you? I was so sure of myself that you'd be like a rose, delicate to the touch, beautiful. But now, seeing you like this, you're nothing more than a thorn in one's side. I would cut you up where you stand if it weren't for your sister. I may not be the cold, sick king that you, along with your little friends, were told, but do believe me when I say I will not hesitate to keep those blueprints in my kingdom safe. If you keep it up with that little attitude, then I'm afraid you'll have quite a hard time adjusting to your stay here. Oh, is it the smoke bothering you? I see. Though, of course, you may have all the fresh air you desire once you step foot out of this room. Stubborn little thing. All right. I see. Who is it this time? Dinner is ready. I'm not hungry at all, though please do make sure that you prepare food for the flower and her sister. We don't wish to worsen our reputation with the humans, and if they decide to go back and tell everyone, they should only have good things to say, especially after everything we decide to put them through. I hear that they've arrived. Take them to the throne room. I have one more thing to do, and then I'll have a discussion with them. Thank you. You, my pretties, are no longer safe here, so you're never going to leave my side. Why would they even go through that village? They know their places. This makes me even more curious. Now, do the lot of you care to tell me what's going on back there? The village, I mean. Where'd you get information that our enemy was there? Give me the letter. I see. And who gave you this letter? It couldn't have just showed up in the palm of your hands. Interesting. Very interesting. You can all excuse yourself. And you, bring our little trespasser back here. What a mischievous little creature. She must have had a whole plan to get what's mine. I wonder what else is up her sleeve. Ah, there you are. Tell me, where were you? Lies. If I were going to take a guess, then I believe that you work for someone. But who? That's what I'm trying to figure out. And you, you're far too stubborn to tell me who you work for, so it seems that I'll have to figure that out as well. What am I going to do with you? I can't tell you that, because if I do, then unfortunately that takes out all the surprise. Don't be giving me that face. You did this to yourself. But do you care to share with me how much they were paying you? Because I'm not stupid. You've already given yourself up earlier when you mentioned that you were going to sell the blueprints for coin, which means that that's the only reason you're doing all of this. I'm curious. Is that what drives you? More coin? If that's the case, I should try and speak your own language. Coin. Of course, more coin for every bit of information you have. So spill it, unless you wish for your head to be on this nice little wooden stake. You're not only a stubborn one, but loyal as well. They just don't have them like you anymore. Why don't you just try and entertain me for the time being, You do realize how much power you hold here. You have nothing. Your sister is in my care. How would you feel if she found out that you were the one who caused her to die in the end, huh? Now, I can't even begin to imagine how one would be able to live with oneself when they have the very person they love the most's blood on their hands. It's a dangerous game that you're playing, and frankly, I'm growing impatient. You have one more chance before... Nice try. Did you genuinely think that I would get that close to you without having my guard up? Honestly, you are a lot more foolish than I had initially thought you'd be. You do know that if you continue to squirm about, I'm only going to get rougher. Now, you're going to... Oh, what do we have here? You are so entertaining. Adorable. Just what do we have here? Oh, now it's beginning to make so much more sense. Why would I let you free, darling? You didn't give me this information willingly. No, I had to get it myself. But I may have another idea of what you can do. Just sit still, dear. Please, prepare the guest room for our little troublemaker here. I believe you know which room I'm talking about. Thank you. And as for you, I hope you enjoy your stay here. Don't be doing all that. You're now seen as an enemy that clearly wishes to see me dead. And as the ruler of this kingdom, I must do what's right. Surely you understand. Don't worry. I'll have the maids prepare you a nice meal and something to drink. Go on. Enjoy yourself. And now for you. Why would you stoop so low as to get a commoner involved to do such a dirty job? Such a fighter. Such an entertaining creature. Can I not have 10 minutes to myself? Yes, what is it this time? No, you've prepared the meals for our guests. Perfect. Thank you. Please give some to the sister, and I desire to provide the other meal to the flower. Let me know when the woman wakes up. I wish to ask her a few questions regarding the adventurous one. I have no further questions for you. You are dismissed. Finally, just relax and figure out how she ended up even getting into communication with this man. It's not like he makes himself well known. This makes me wonder if she was the one who initiated it on him. But judging from this letter, he was the one who reached out to her. What makes you so special, little flower? K. Dracula out.